Fetty 44. Rat Fetty 44.
Welcome back to Ratface 44 Reviews. Do you like science and S&M? Well, we got you covered. Today we're going to look at Dr. Mindbender, G.I. Joe Classified series. So let's get this started! Can't wait to get this open. I had it for a couple of weeks now or so. Just been holding off, life gets in the way. Alright, so let's take a look at the packaging here. It looks pretty awesome. Love the artwork of Dr. Mindbender. Looks really menacing and weird. And you can see some sort of like science stuff in the background, electricity balls, and you got the sea here, just like in the cartoon where they grab all the DNA and make Serpentor and whatnot. That's kind of the theme, I'm guessing. There's like, what is that, Atlantis down there with a little monster with a trident. It looks pretty awesome. Number 43 in the series. Look up these codes. You got the full poster on the back here. It kind of has a slip cover here. Comes off. You can take that off right now. I think we're done with that. Same artwork on kind of like divided or whatnot here. Really cool. Let's take a look at this really cool artwork on the back. It looks very symmetrical at the bottom half of this artwork painting. Really awesome. He's like, it's alive, that's what he's screaming, I assume, So the episode I was thinking is Arise, Serpentor, Arise, and in the comic book also they do the same thing where they grab DNA from all the evil leaders here. Same type of thing with the whole Atlantis. There's a little shark. Really awesome artwork. And you see Baroness, Destro, Dr. Mindbender. And you got like up here, they're at the, looks like they're in Egypt. You got the pyramids. Destro and Dr. Mindbender probably fighting off G.I. Joe. And there's like a mummy here, which is really kind of creepy. Pretty cool. And you got Dr. Mindbender up here in the corner here. It seems to be Christmas over there. And he's being, mind wiped at the top there. It looks like he's really in pain. That's hilarious. I love this. This looks really cool. So in the front you got the Cobra symbol with the double helix DNA type of symbol. That's pretty awesome. And you open the gates up, like the type of kind of metal doors here. That's really freaking cool, and you can just imagine the noise it would make, when you open up giant metal doors. And inside these doors is Dr. Mindbender. This is pretty wicked display. It's almost a shame to take this out. This is probably the doors to Mars right up here in the corner. And he comes with a lot of wicked accessories. Gotta love the artwork here. It looks like he is coming out of a pod of some sort here, some regeneration pod. You got all the wires and everything here. Really cool. So let's unbox this thing and take a look at all the accessories and the figure. It should be really awesome. I got my trusty scalpel right here. We'll take Dr. Mindbender out of the package. Alright, so there's a couple of pieces of tape on this side to take the figure out. I have taken the accessories out already. Those are the easiest to do. If I can get him out of the package, that looks good. There we go. So all the accessories are in these trays, same with the figure. Let's go through all the accessories from smallest to biggest like we usually do on this channel. So there is these tiny little things. Not exactly sure what these are, but I am not going to take these off. I'm gonna put them in a Ziploc and not lose them. So we have this little brain. It looks like there's some sort of metal on the brain stem, ready for transfer. Looks pretty cool. Little detail, silver detail, nice brain detail. You got the hemispheres divided. You got these hemispheres that are divided just like a brain. Next we have this little blaster here. It has a little bit of a silver detail on it, or a welder, or some sort of mechanical device. And we have an actual real sidearm. Check that out. Looks really cool. Nice detail. And that little welder thing, that's pretty cool. Or a laser probably goes with something. That might plug into something. I'm not 100% sure. We'll check it out. And next we have a hand, just like what an evil scientist should have. Really cool. I like it. It has a little bit of like little detail here on the hand, like a wire sticking out on both sides, and a little plug. It's kind of grabbing all like that. Really cool. And next we have this other canister. Nice detail here, little ridging. Really cool. Check that out. The next, which is one of the coolest accessories, we got this little skull here where you can put the brain in the skull. I think I watched maybe one review of Dr. Mindbender. I can't remember who it was. Fits into the skull just like that. Maybe not. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't want to put the brain on backwards. How does this even go in? I think that goes in like that. There you go. I got the brain in the skull. You can see the brain through the crack in the skull. He has these wrappings that go all the way around the head, over his eyes. Really cool. Next we have his kind of torture device, or looks like some sort of electricity thing. And also we have this tube. Fits, pulls on the back. That is really cool, just like the old school one. And guess what? We got old school Dr. Mindbender coming. We're going to take a look at that too, do a comparison. And also we have another one. This is more like the old school one. Really cool silver detail at the end. Made of some fairly sturdy plastic. I don't know why Hasbro couldn't make more sturdy plastic weapons, just a little bit more sturdy. And we got these canisters. I know we could put the brain in it, and I heard that you could put a little bit of water in there or something, kind of seals it, and it can make the brain float. Really cool. I'm not sure these bases are the exact same thing. No, they're different sizes. Cool silver kind of detail on here, mechanical detail. Nice red kind of tube, and it's pretty hard plastic. So as I mentioned before here, you can actually put the brain in this little port in the base right here and make it look like it's floating. And you can cover it up, maybe put some water in there like I said. It looks pretty cool. And also, you could port in the dismembered hand into the port of this base, just like that. Put water in there if you'd like. I don't see why you would want to. In my opinion, how can you tell if there's water in there? It's red, right? So that looks pretty cool. And also you can interchange this little, I guess, power source or battery on both of these. I'm hesitant to say these are weapons. I think one is like kind of a taser or torture device, and just like the old school weapon, it just ports in here and you can interchange. I'm still kind of confused of why there's a port right here or a peg. I'm just wondering where you would port that into. If anybody knows, down in the comments section down below, please let me know. So that's it with all the accessories. Alright, let's take a look at the figure. So I haven't messed around with this. I bend the knee and it made a cracking noise, so the knee is pretty seized up. You probably might want to heat it up before moving around, but this is going to be my first impression, so I'm not going to heat it up. maybe a little bit later. See, his hinge is seized up right here at the shin, you know, and obviously I'm going to check whether it's been stained by his, you know, cape. So unfortunately it has been stained. Well, his arm is stained with the cape, but you know, that's really not cool. It's a good thing the cape is kind of covering it, kind of. You know, if you make it fold out here, you can't really see the shoulders. That is really unfortunate that that this is happening. Why would they choose such a cheap cape? This figure is not cheap in Canada. And so let's go over the aesthetics and the look of the figure. Like I said at the beginning of the video, he looks like ready for an S&M party. Like literally, he's science and S&M. That's it, you know. Little monocle, Mr. Peanut, and he has this crazy handlebar mustache. He looks angry as AF. Like seriously, man. Like he's ready to do science and whip you. And you know, he's a bit bare-chested, you know, and the overall, like the purple and silver chain kind of thing that goes around like suspenders. Really cool detail on his forearm. Really cool. Check that out. That's really ornate type of silver kind of highlight around a purple kind of forearm guard. Has a nice purple strap there. Nice. Purple pants. Got some really tall black boots with the knee pads. Really cool. Nice homage to the old school figure. And got you know, there's not really much to say about the boots, you know, like they got the nice silver belt buckles, got foot peg, obviously, and he is ripped, dude. Like he's so ripped. I'm pretty sure he experimented it on himself to get to this level of physique, and pretty cool. He got these black kind of gloves over his hands. Kind of a nice little black highlight that goes around his forearm. I really like this. This is really fancy forearm guards that he has here. Got a nice black belt with a silver belt buckle. He has a holster for his gun. Sidearm, I should say. Nice little belt buckle detail here on the strap for his holster. Really cool. Very well detailed, I have to say. You know, it kind of feels like leather on his boots here. Like the texturing on the boots feels like leather. And he got this, and the star of the show, he has this cod piece here with rivets. So, you know, no one's gonna kick him there at all. Like he's well protected. And the cheap cape that stains the figure, which is really disappointing. But overall, this figure looks excellent. It just looks like the old school. It is an homage to the old school Dr. Mindbender. So let's go over some articulation just to check out how he works. You know, he obviously has butterfly joints, swivel at the bicep, double jointed elbows, up and down hinge, and I'm a little bit afraid of moving his legs. It seems to be really tight. A lot of resistance in the ball joint at the hip. You know, drop down, double jointed knees, pivot, rockers. We all know how classified figures move. I don't really need to explain that. So let's kind of gear him up a bit. So let's put his sidearm in the holster. I have no doubt it'll fit good. Fits perfectly. So he has this probe, electrical torture device, or whatever you want to call it. Let's just put it in his hand. Fits perfectly. I'm not 100% sure what to do with this. It's been a while since I watched a review on this character. I know it's been out for a while, and you know, fortunately, I was able to get one here in Canada. Shout out to my friend Luke. I wouldn't have gotten one if it wasn't for him. So I forgot to mention the ab crunch here. It's pretty good. Nice clicking. Waist swivel, of course. Probably the coolest thing about this figure is that it comes with a ton of these awesome accessories. Let's see how he stands up here. He has a little bit of weak ankle syndrome happening. But the coolest things about this figure, it comes with all these awesome accessories, especially the skull. I think that's really cool, with the brain and the extra accessories. Oh, they're so cool. Like the hand, I really like that. And you got the old school probe weapon. Let's compare Dr. Mindbender with old school Dr. Mindbender. As you can see, like I said in the video, this is a definite homage to this figure. It's just scaled up and classified with a lot more detail, but essentially it's the same exact figure. Who has more paint apps? That's my question for the comment section. Who has more paint apps? Is it the old school or the new school? Leaning towards the old school. Check out the silver bands around the boots. There's only one silver, which is on the belt buckle, and check it out. He has 2 silver paint apps on the boots. And there's another thing I'd like to mention here. Another reason why this old school Dr. Mindbender beats classified Dr. Mindbender in paint apps is because of the Cobra symbol on his cape, and there's no Cobra symbol on his cape, unfortunately. So I'm thinking old school one beats classified all the way with the paint applications, in my opinion. Please let me know what you think. But it's a definite homage to the old school Dr. Mindbender, as you can see. So let's put Dr. Mindbender and compare it to Serpentor. As you can see, Serpentor towers over Dr. Mindbender, as he should. He's one of the biggest figures in the line. Yeah, so that's my review, guys. Sorry for the late review. And if you like my content, please like, comment, and subscribe. I would really appreciate it. And Yojo and Cobra!